Deuteronomy 31. Moses is finally wrapping up his last speech. That means telling people who the new team captain will be. And in this chapter, we also get a cameo from a special guest. It's God. God makes a special appearance, for once. Then Moses went out and spoke these words to all Israel. I am now 120 years old, and I am no longer able to lead you. The Lord has said to me, you shall not cross the Jordan. The Lord your God himself will cross over ahead of you. He will destroy these nations before you, and you will take possession of their land. Joshua will also cross over ahead of you, as the Lord said. And the Lord will do to them what he did to Sihon and Og, the kings of the Amorites, whom he destroyed along with their land. The Lord will deliver them to you, and you must do to them all that I have commanded you. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. 120 is a good retirement age. I mean, those pesky liberals think you should be able to retire at 113, but they're just lazy. He's lying, too. Moses isn't retiring at 120. He's being killed off by God because back in the day he wasn't fully obedient to God and God pledged to murder him. Moses is lying about why he can't lead the Israelites anymore. But at least we have a new leader, Joshua. We don't know much about him, but let's hope he doesn't drone on like his predecessor. That's really all I'm looking for in a leader these days. Someone who knows how to paraphrase and summarize. By the way, God is also lying. He just said he'll destroy all these other nations, but guess what? He won't. Some of those other nations will survive. God's not that powerful after all. And in case you forgot about Sihon and Og, God hardened Sihon's heart in Deuteronomy 2 so that all his people could be murdered. And then in Deuteronomy 3 and Numbers 21, we found out that God killed Og, along with all the men, women, and children, in 60 cities, because Christianity is a religion of peace. Then Moses summoned Joshua and said to him in the presence of all Israel, be strong and courageous, for you must go with this people into the land that the Lord swore to their ancestors to give them, and you must divide it among them as their inheritance. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Why does Joshua have to be strong and courageous if God is going to take care of everything? Joshua could theoretically be weak and cowardly, and God should still take care of stuff, right? Or is God not strong enough and in need of reinforcements? So Moses wrote down this law and gave it to the Levitical priests, who carried the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord, and to all the elders of Israel. Then Moses commanded them, at the end of every 7 years, in the year for canceling debts, during the festival of tabernacles, when all Israel comes to appear before the Lord your God at the place he will choose, you shall read this law before them in their hearing. Assemble the people, men, women, and children, and the foreigners residing in your towns, so they can listen and learn to fear the Lord your God and follow carefully all the words of this law. Their children, who do not know this law, must hear it and learn to fear the Lord your God as long as you live in the land you are crossing the Jordan to possess. Oh no. Moses is saying that even after his death, everyone needs to hear the 20,000 rules every 7 years. He's trying to bore us from the grave. Do you know how long it would take to read all that? This YouTube series has already been going on for years. We shouldn't have to do this. If an elderly family member wants you to carry on some pointless tradition, all you have to do is smile and nod and wait for them to die and then move on with your life because they can't do anything about it. That is how death works. The Lord said to Moses, now the day of your death is near. Call Joshua and present yourselves at the tent of meeting where I will commission him. So Moses and Joshua came and presented themselves at the tent of meeting. God just said this to Moses? Where? How? Were there witnesses? Why isn't there a segue? Why are we glossing over this detail? And who decided Joshua gets to be the next leader? Here it sounds like God is doing it, but in verse 7, Moses made the decision. I mean, who's the real leader? Then the Lord appeared at the tent in a pillar of cloud, and the cloud stood over the entrance to the tent. And the Lord said to Moses, "You are going to rest with your ancestors, and these people will soon prostitute themselves to the foreign gods of the land they are entering. They will forsake me and break the covenant I made with them. And in that day I will become angry with them and forsake them. I will hide my face from them, and they will be destroyed. Many disasters and calamities will come on them. And in that day they will ask, 'Have not these disasters come on us because our God is not with us?' And I will certainly hide my face in that day because of all their wickedness in turning to other gods." Oh, God is still cosplaying as a weather event. That's why no one can see him. But imagine being Moses here. You just delivered a lengthy speech urging people to follow God's rules after taking forever to hear and pass along those rules. And God's telling you, by the way, after you die, these people won't obey a single thing you said, and I plan to destroy them over it. What a waste of your life! Now write down this song and teach it to the Israelites and have them sing it, so that it may be a witness for me against them, when I have brought them into the land flowing with milk and honey, the land I promised on oath to their ancestors. And when they eat their fill and thrive, they will turn to other gods and worship them, rejecting me and breaking my covenant. And when many disasters and calamities come on them, this song will testify against them, because it will not be forgotten by their descendants. I know what they are disposed to do, even before I bring them into the land I promised them on oath." So Moses wrote down this song that day and taught it to the Israelites. Really? A song? Sure. Why not? I mean, they won't remember things etched in a tablet under the threat of eternal torture, but song lyrics, they'll remember. God was the original Christian rock star, and you can bet his lyrics are going to be equally and expectedly bland. The Lord gave this command to Joshua, son of Nun: "Be strong and courageous, for you will bring the Israelites into the land I promised them on oath, and I myself will be with you." Was that the song? Because that's a horrible song. After Moses finished writing in a book the words of this law from beginning to end, he gave this command to the Levites who carried the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord: "Take this book of the law and place it beside the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord your God. There it will remain as a witness against you, for I know how rebellious and stiff-necked you are. If you have been rebellious against the Lord while I am still alive and with you, how much more will you rebel after I die? Assemble before me all the elders of your tribes and all your officials, so that I can speak these words in their hearing and call the heavens and the earth to testify against them. For I know that after my death you are sure to become utterly corrupt and to turn from the way I have commanded you. In days to come, disaster will fall on you because you will do evil in the sight of the Lord and arouse his anger by what your hands have made." Did you notice how quickly the Bible glossed over how Moses wrote the words of this law in a book? This law is like a gazillion words. It is not a diary entry. Hand it to Moses, though. There is nothing more elderly than using your final words to condemn the younger generations. Let it go, Moses. They will learn their lessons the hard way, and nothing you've done in your life will have any effect on them. Okay, let's hear this song for real. And Moses recited the words of this song from beginning to end in the hearing of the whole assembly of Israel. That's it. That's the end of this chapter. There is a cliffhanger when it comes to the song lyrics, and you know they're not going to be worth it. We shouldn't have to wait to hear them. What could the lyrics even be? Obey the Lord and you will never go wrong. Disobey and you'll end up in a song. Yeah, that was dumb. But you know it's still going to be better than whatever's in the next chapter.